Ecological issues, they affect us all. And so, tonight on Second Nature, we'll be recycling some old nature footage.
Folks, ladies and gentiles, elephants and crocodiles, children of all ages, thank you for joining me this afternoon. Because, lulls doesn't sleep, apparently, and it comes at any time. You don't know when it's going to happen, and unfortunately, I keep really fucking odd hours. It's either late at night or super early in the morning. I was actually on my way to bed because I work night shifts. And, as you all know, as most of you in the chat know, VONHELTON did a stream this morning. Now, just to give a little context, I did watch Ms. Parker's stream yesterday. I'm trying to keep track of time here. Mandela effects got me all screwed up here, folks. I guess before I get started, there's a birthday girl out there I'm seeing. So happy birthday, Lady Starfire. And I'm thinking maybe on my to-do list I should come up with like a meme or something. You know what I mean? Something special for birthdays. Some kind of GIF or something. Because we get birthday people all the time. But happy birthday. I hope you have a good one, folks. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. Please thumbs up the video. You know the drill. We don't have to go through all that. But tonight I didn't have the heinies because, you know, I'm actually not an alcoholic. Only Thursday nights. That's when I deal with my alcoholism. But I did sip on the rest of the beer that I bought. So I actually got some Steam Whistle. Yes, it comes in a can. That's okay by me. Steam Whistle's a good beer. Brewed out of Toronto. And let's have a little sip. That is delectable, folks. My goodness. So let's see here. I just want to take a gander at the chat. 120 people already. What the fuck do you got to do on a Tuesday night other than be here, folks? Thank you all for joining me once again. And I'm just taking a look here. Of course, Lady Starfire, the birthday girl. We got Jonathan Green. We got AB. We got Harley's Timeout. Mike Lee. Is that how I say it? Angry Roach offline. All my mirrors. Oh my goodness. The Yato God. Doc Savage, always good to have you. Been checking out your streams lately too. Grayman. Honey Badger. Wilson. Van Dace. Is that how you say it? I don't know. Cindy Sue. 20500. Speedy Smoke. Oh my goodness, there's too many people to even name. We got Jeffrey out there. We got Dragon Jim. Shell Evasion. AW. We got, I don't know. We got a full house tonight, folks. Good boy, we got there's Dragnot. Plantation Man. I'm going to turn that into a song. I'm going to grab the guitar one of these streams when I got enough beer in me, and we're just going to do a little hoedown with Plantation Man. So as I was saying, just to bring this full circle, give you some context. I was watching this Parker stream yesterday. So apparently a deal was made. This is what happens when you make a deal with the devil, folks. Or in this case, a sorcerer supreme, I guess. But she had asked him on to do some kind of interview. He said, yeah, when? After your nap, because Vaughn has to have a nap in the middle of the afternoon, which is fine, whatever. And so she's fine. And for the record, I was watching her stream. She did go live first. And the reason I bring that up is because Von Helton makes a big deal that she's a moron because she didn't check that Vaughn was live before she went live, which is totally not how it happened. And he knew that they were going to do an interview that night, so why he didn't touch base with her, and I don't know. But he's playing stupid to the whole thing, so we'll get into that. So eventually, what he does, because he thinks he's being smart, is he kicks up a live stream at like 6 in the morning, Eastern Standard Time. She's out in California or somewhere like that. And of course, so it's like, fucking 4 in the morning or something. And she's like, well, he's like, if you want to come in, here's your time, because I'm giving you the same opportunity you gave me, and I'm not trying to be a smartass. I guess apparently by the end of it, she does actually come in. I watched a bit of that, and I know she covered that, I think, this afternoon. Unfortunately, I wasn't around. I wasn't able to watch her live stream. So we're not going to get into all that. But the first couple hours of this 5-hour fucking hangout, which we're not going to go through this whole live stream, but there's two main things that happen. Oh, he did eventually go over there? Okay, we'll have to check that. We'll check that out. Sometime. I got some other stuff lined up. I'm glad Wilson's out there and Paulie. I might get you guys on sometime here in the near future, because it seems that someone who was begging to have a sit-down conversation with us last week, and you know what happened in that hangout, or that Discord, apparently went on a live stream and just completely lied his face off, and I'm just like, first of all, I don't give a fuck who people hang out with or why they hang out with them and stuff. I have better things to do than worry about that. But don't request an audience, and then when things, don't go on live and just fucking throw us all under the bus and bald-faced lie about what happened. So we're going to get into that on Weirdo Wonderland this Thursday. We're going to take a look at that. We're going to call out an enabler. And we're going to show exactly what happened there. Oh, don't you worry. We're going to get into that. But a couple things come up, folks. Of course, we all know the news is like the internet. It's like wildfire, right? It just fucking goes through the internet. So we'll talk about this first. We'll get this out of the way. We're going to get into it more a little bit later, because there's something I want to cover first. But Von Helton got a phone call from Cousin Larry this morning. Von Helton, as you'll see, was shooting his mouth off about the frost. Somebody who may or may not be in the chat right now, who may or may not have a surprise call in a little bit later if they want to. I know Larry is biting at the chomp. I guess he wants some stuff to say. I'm going through OBS, not StreamYard. I mean, I guess I could do a screen cap of StreamYard and do it that way. But if any of these people want to talk, which I guess a couple people may, we'll just pipe it through like we did last time, through my phone, through Facebook, into the mic. I think it worked fine. I watched back. I looked back at the video. It seemed to come through clear to me. I was happy with it. So if any of those people do want to chip in their 2 cents this evening while we're here, we'll make that work. I'm not making any promises, folks, but we'll make that work if they do want to do that. So the phone call didn't go so well. So the person basically informed Larry, Vaughn's live talking mad shit about you guys. Now, I had reported before that Larry had wanted to go in and do an inspection and all this other stuff was going on. Yeah. Okay, it was shown, if you guys see. It was her. But long story short, Larry basically, and apparently Ma Helton was informed and was shown this stream from this morning as well. And poor old Ma Helton, despite her current mental state, she had enough faculty to know that Vaughn's a douchebag, and she wasn't too impressed with it either. So I did talk to Larry a little bit about what was going on. He wasn't too impressed and basically told Vaughn he's about to get evicted, especially if he keeps running his mouth. But there's a couple other little pieces that I don't think gets brought up here And this is just coming from Larry telling me, I'm passing it on to you to give you a little bit of something, but to always take everything with a grain of salt, folks, because we don't know, right? But according to Larry, there's a little bit more going on here. Let me just take a sip, folks. Vaughn may be in for some dark days in the very near future. Yeah. That's the stuff right there, folks. So according to Larry, VONHELTON is on the verge of getting his hydro shut off. The power to the trailer getting disconnected. Now, I'm not sure if I'm not paying bills or if they're just making a decision to make life hard for Vaughn or what. I don't know exactly what's going on. But according to Larry, very soon, as soon as maybe tomorrow, VONHELTON may have the electricity cut from his trailer, which means no internet and no live streaming. VONHELTON will literally fester and boil in a rage if that happens. And also, I'm hearing that they're yanking the plates from the truck. So VONHELTON will have no vehicle. He'll be completely dependent on Larry and the Frost. And they're going to make sure that MAHELTON is looked after. But VONHELTON might be on his own. That's what I'm saying. I think life is going to get very difficult for poor old VONHELTON, stinky old VONHELTON. So that's what they're telling me. Again, if any of these people want to chime in, we'll do our best to try to get them on, folks. We got some new people. Thank you for joining me. So, yeah, we're going to get into all that. We're going to get into the phone call. Vaughn muted the stream, but still you can read his lips. It wasn't a pleasant phone call. And then he was shook. He went off the fucking hook in the second part. But the first part of this hangout, there's some funny shit, and he talks shit. I think it's always funny how he brings up that, like, Andrea is, morbidly obese, lost all her teeth, and is full of infection. Because to me, that is a mere reflection of VONHELTON. I mean, how is that not a description of VONHELTON, right? But there's some other shit that's kind of disturbing in here. Now, what I didn't know, we'd always talked about his dogs, right? These puppy dogs. Apparently, he had a pack of feral dogs just running around the property. Now, we had heard numbers between 4 or 6. We couldn't decide what was the number. According to Vaughn, it was 8. He started out with 8 dogs. And when he was asked why they kept dying, other than maybe 2 of them, because I remember kids were out there playing, poking them with a stick or some bullshit. I don't know. He said, I don't know. I don't know how they died. While at the same time, basically poisoning his dog live on stream. And a number of people were telling him, Vaughn, you shouldn't do that with your dog. Google it. He didn't give a fuck. I feed my dogs this all the time. What are you talking? Vaughn, you just said at least 6 of your dogs died without you knowing why. 4 to 6 dogs died without him knowing why. I think I might have an idea. So we're going to get into that. Folks, I have been talking way too much. Let's watch this. I may speed it up a little. I don't know. We're loose. That's how we're playing it here, folks. But thank you for joining me. Enough fucking gabbing. Let's get into it. Now, the first, he just kind of calls on Ms. Parker and stuff. Might skip through a little bit of that. But there's little nuggets throughout, folks. Oh, and before I do this, let me unmute it. Let's get this party started.
Alrighty, boys and girls, we are live, the little red sign says, and it is so. And we're doing this quick little live show because apparently Ms. Parker really was live last night. And so we're doing this little live show to give her a chance to come on in and say what she got to say, because apparently after being blocked in the outside chat during the G-Man live that she was doing, obviously I didn't get my say. Now did I? Folks, when you post a comment in the outside chat and then you refresh the page and your comment's not there anymore, guess what? You're blocked. Okay, you're blocked. Hello, but she was doing a live talking about what G-Man had said the prior evening, and so I left a comment in her outside chat. And then I refreshed the page to see if I was blocked. And I was. Oh, yes, I was. I was blocked. Anyway, let us check our audio levels as we are wont to do, because Windows loves to power down my audio. So let's check that real quick as we are off to do. Oh, my God, 100%. Holy moly. We're at 100% this morning, y'all. All right, let's refresh here. There it is. I am live. I am live. I'm live. She got a little cringy because I was singing some Michael Jackson. Oh my God, if she gets cringy at that, she ain't gonna last very long on YouTube, is she, folks? Hi. But yeah, she's not gonna last very long on YouTube if she gets cringy over me singing some Michael Jackson. She got cringy over that. She ain't gonna last long on YouTube, is she, guys? Is she, guys? Watch David Drobrick's apology video. I don't even know who David Drobrick is.
Yeah, so Von Helton keeps bringing this up that he tried to go over there, but he was blocked, right? But a number of people, and I seen Yato just said it, but a number of people that apparently are mods or were there as well, say that there's no evidence that he was blocked. He's not in a blocked list. He's not, Von Helton's just an idiot. Surprise. And there's a couple things even though I don't want to get into the Miss Parker thing, he does get called out when he's checking his Skype and stuff. We are going to skip it up a little bit here.
Women come at the motherfucker when he's 83 fucking.
Oh, this is him. He's defending Bill Cosby again. Yeah. Mr. hashtag me too, enlighten Von Helton.
Years old. 50 years ago, supposedly, Bill Cosby feels up some chick in a bar or some shit.
Now, you'll notice that 50 years is a theme with this stream for some reason. That's a number. Compulsive liars always like to stick to certain numbers, and 50 is a reoccurring theme for some reason. But apparently to Von Helton, the fact that Bill Cosby, we'll let Von explain.
And then 50 years later, she fucking decides that she's going to fucking out his ass. Really? Really? So what is this? This was money. Money, honey. Money, 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 money. That's all it was. That's all it was.
Well, no, actually, he was found guilty and went to jail for drugging women and raping them. But Von Helton thinks, it ain't no big deal. It was years ago. He felt up some chick in the bar. Come on.
Right. He got money. He's not all there anymore because he's 80 fucking years old. So we're going to go and we're going to make a claim and we're going to get some of that money. We're going to get some of that money, honey. We're going to get some of that money, honey. Him 83 fucking years old, and here comes 50 goddamn women saying he filled him up 50 goddamn years ago. Who gives a fuck? It's like saying Trump used that term, grab him by the pussy, back when he was in a fucking locker room in a goddamn high school.
No.
Who gives a fuck what Trump said?
Listen, I don't want to dwell on that whole grab him by the pussy thing, but it did not happen in a locker room at high school. He tried to say it was locker room talk like a high school. Von Helton, this just shows how clueless Von Helton is about world events. That's the only reason I'm even stopping and bringing it up. I don't give a fuck about Trump. I'm just saying that it was not in a locker room at high school. I see that it may be shown. If you don't mind, can you contact Larry? He says, trying to join the live, I forgot how. So I'm not sure if he's trying to get where I am, because that won't happen. We have to talk through Facebook. God damn internet!
Mothra J donated $4.99 through Super Chat. A week ago Von cursed me to never have kids. Congrats on never seeing yours again, Daddy Fluffy Bunny.
Well, there we go. Thank you very much for the $4.99. But if Sean, if you're watching, if you don't mind contacting Larry, if he wants, I can put together a group call with the three of us on Facebook and pipe it through. But there is no link to join me in here. He can watch on YouTube if you want to send him the link, and he can watch on that side. But I'm not in StreamYard, so I can't have guests on. Again, I mean, I could open a StreamYard and do a screen capture and all that shit, but I'm not doing that right now. It's just too much shit. But if you guys do want to jump in and talk, we can definitely have ourselves a little round table coming up after the dog incident. Definitely. We can make that happen, folks.
In high school. I don't give a fuck what Trump said in high school. I could care less. Okay? But everybody wants to fucking, come up with stupid shit. All right? I live in the here and now, motherfuckers. I live in the here and now. Don't tell me what the fuck happened 50 goddamn years ago, because as a historian, I'm going to own your motherfucking ass. Trust me on that one. I will own you. Okay? So fuck what happened 50 years ago. I live in the here and now. Let's talk about the here and now. Let's deal with the here and now. Ms. Parker, are you awake, sweetheart? My dog ain't even awake, y'all. My little puppy is sound asleep. Hey, where you at, Ms. Parker? I'm affording you the same opportunity you afforded me, which is zero. Zero. Oh, shit. But hey, maybe somebody can call her on her mobile device real quick and wake her happy ass up. Get her in the fucking, get her up with her wearing curlers and shit. That would be fucking awesome as hell, wouldn't it? How many wants to see Miss Parker in curlers? Raise your fucking hands. Yeah, there you go. Come on, Miss Parker. I'm affording you the same opportunity you afforded me, which is zero.
No, because Vaughn's not racist, or he doesn't cowtail to stereotypes. Now, inherently, just saying that someone has curlers in their hair is is not racist in itself, right? I get that, but I mean, what's the implication? Like, why did he explains later, and it's pretty much based on her race.
Get your ass up as I eat my chocolate donut.
Watch, folks.
Midnight. You ain't wanting a donut, are you? Are you wanting a donut?
God damn internet! I'm
Are you
sorry,
wanting a
Wilson
donut?
donated $5 through
depressed.
Super Chat. The fact that Vaughn is bitching about being blocked in chat is hilarious. He blocked me today because I have my own sigil that looks nothing like his.
Right, your own original design, I'd like to put out there. Yeah, it's kind of ironic when VonHelton bitches about free speech and whatnot, and blocking people. But anyways.
A thing.
So these are chocolate donuts. Now, someone had pointed out, hopefully there's not actually any real chocolate in that, but probably there is.
You're just so mistreated, ain't you, Midnight? You want a donut?
Oh, here we go. Here we
Is that what
go.
you want? You don't want no donut, do you?
Now, remember, his dog is like part Chihuahua, part something else. It is a tiny dog, as he likes to call an inside dog, which means he doesn't have to take it out for a shit.
You ain't want no donut, do you? There you go.
Now, the reason I'm playing that, folks, and the chat has probably already said this a few times, anyone who's ever owned a dog knows that chocolate is horrible for a dog. Chocolate is basically poison to a dog. I learned this lesson when I was a young child, and we had it was a Terrier Collie mix, and we came home and that little fucker got into a cupboard somehow and ate a shitload of chocolate and was laying on its side panting. Its heart was running so fucking fast. Now, does it mean that if a dog has a little piece of chocolate, it's going to keel over and die? Not necessarily. But if a dog, especially that size, eats enough chocolate, it will fucking die. If your Google's not broken, Google it, folks.
Now leave me be, you booger. Go back to sleep. It's 7 o'clock in the damn morning. Back to sleep. Anyway. Yeah, gold diggers. Fuck yeah, they were gold diggers. Absolutely, they were fucking gold diggers. The Broncos area of GP. Look at me, listen to the sound of my voice, and look at my face. Ms. Parker was doing a live show talking about G-Man's live show. I go into her live show and I post a comment in the outside chat. Okay?
Someone said hopefully he gives it water. Well, we hope so, but I mean, he doesn't even give his own children water, right? That dog probably lives on a diet of fucking chocolate donuts, leftover Schwann's trays, and sour milk cartons. That's what we've seen so far. Right? I'm just saying. And the only reason I'm making an issue of this is, yeah, the poor dog. Yeah, maybe we can figure out what happened to the other fucking dogs, you know, the pack of 8 that were running around. But this is a reoccurring theme with Vaughn. He cannot keep animals alive. They even ask him about his turtle that he had. I mean, we've seen him. A cat is gone. A turtle is gone. Fucking 6 dogs are gone. His children have been taken away for being starved. His mother is over there living on bologna sandwiches. Folks, even his beard fails to thrive. I mean, let's be honest here, folks.
Did I refresh the page and my comment's not there? Why is my comment not there? It's not there because I was blocked, you fucking moron. You're an idiot.
Yes, Grandpa Irv.
Dogs are alert.
I still stand by that he eats the fucking dog. I think he fattens them up and sweetens them with chocolate. And because it's always every holiday that he goes down a dog. I'm just saying. So here it is where people are actually trying to tell Vaughn he's an idiot and he's actually poisoning his dog. But he don't care.
Allergic to chocolate. Oh, yeah? Tell that to that thing over there. Because it's eating right away. It loves chocolate.
It loves
hot
chocolate.
fudge sundaes, chocolate donuts. It's eating it right on. It ain't the least bit sick. Not the least bit.
So he's feeding the dog chocolate sundaes, right? So this is probably one of those Schwann's ice cream. What I think is happening is when he's done with an ice cream cup, he throws it down the dog fucking, because he's too lazy to throw it in the garbage, and the dog licks it and fucking does everything, you know. But he is basically saying, I feed this dog chocolate all the fucking time. This little dog that weighs like 20 pounds or some shit, right?
Yes, you are an ugly little man. Chocolate is not poisonous to dogs. My dog eats chocolate all the time. Don't hurt it a bit. Doesn't even get the sniffles. What are you guys talking about? More fear mongering, I guess. Fear. Let's keep pushing the fear. Let's keep pushing the fear. Like you did to poor Andrea, right, Tammy Faye? Right, Tammy Faye Alexander?
Sean, you can tell him if he goes to the top, he probably just has to turn the chat on. He probably, there's like, you know, you can hide the chat or show the chat up at the top. Let's see here. Give me a sec. So, I mean, I'll show you what I see. It's not exactly what's on your side. But anyways, long story short, if you look up here on your side of the chat, up in here, you should have a hide or show chat. He probably just has his chat off. Unfortunately, I can't really, you know, I'm trying to run this, so I can't, you know, help him on figure out how to run YouTube too, unfortunately. But that's probably what the issue is. So if you go up there somewhere, you might be able to fix it. We'll see. We'll get it. We'll get him going. I'll just call him on Facebook and we'll get him through. We'll get him through. Don't you worry.
Like you push fear on Andrea? Isn't that right, Tammy? Aren't you the one that was instrumental in converting Andrea to Christianity because you wanted to fearmonger the shit out of her? Isn't that right, Tammy Faye? Tammy Faye Alexander in my outside chat, wasn't you the one that put fear into Andrea and scared the shit out of her and stuff and converted her to Christianity? And now she's morbidly obese, her body's full of infection, her teeth have fallen out, her hair's falling out. But she's so much better now, right, Tammy? She's so much better now.
Did he not just describe himself? Like, literally, did he not just exact? And if we all remember, she began the downward spiral when she was at VONHELTON's. I mean, remember she was having mouth problems and her teeth were all rotten out and fucking, because none of them brushed their teeth and they live on chocolate donuts and Mountain Dew. Remember that?
Now that she doesn't have her loving husband. Right, Tammy? Come on, let's be truthful now. It's truth or consequences time, sweetheart. You're the one. You are the one that converted Andrea to Christianity and got her destroyed her entire fucking life. Isn't that right, Tammy? Come on, let's be truthful. That was you did that, right? Isn't that right? Come on, tell the truth. This is it. You know, I call myself a truther for a reason, because I like to put the truth out there. And then of course we got good old William Blount, who in a live show, a JSTBO live show, admitted that, yeah, he did drive her insane and that he would do it again. William Blount, a.k.a. the
Bum_Nanda_1 donated $1. He can cast a spell on it later. Secular FFS. Stop being a naysayer.
Never. Never. But thank you very much.
Okay. Absolutely not. Yeah, bullshit. You know what, Tammy Faye, I got your messages saved, sweetheart. I got your messages on Facebook saved. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. In fact, everything that was said to my wife is still back there on that computer. Isn't that neat? What do you want, puppy? Did I wake you? Huh? Did I wake you doing a live show? Was that chocolate donut good? They say you're dead, puppy. You don't look dead to me. You don't look sick to me. In fact, you look quite happy. Yeah, of course I am. Because I don't deal with fear-mongering. No, we're not about fear-mongering. No, we're not. No, we're not. No, we are not. Are we? You don't look sick to me. You don't look very sick to me. No, you don't. Yeah, I love my doggy. Yes, I do. And it loves chocolate. And it loves hot fudge sundaes. It loves hot fudge sundaes. Yes, it does. In fact, it keeps wanting my hot fudge sundae every time I eat one. All right. Get over there and lay down. Fly, my pretty. Anyway, lay down. Lay down and behave. Come on, lay down. Yeah, it's time to play Truth or Consequences, folks. Yeah, good old Tammy Faye here.
So the dog eats hot fudge sundaes, the kids eat pheasant under glass, Von Helton eats schwans, and his mom eats bologna sandwiches. I guess that's the pecking order over at the fucking Helton compound, folks.
In the outside chat, Tammy Faye Alexander. We got her messages back there on that other computer where her and Andrea had nice little chats about Christianity and how paganism was so fucking evil, and that Andrea was going to burn in hell for all eternity, and that, you know, her husband was this morbid piece of shit, and that she had to dump her pagan husband and get her a good Christian man. A good Christian man, right, Tammy Faye Alexander? Come on now. Your messages are back there on the other computer. Don't make me go get them, sweetheart. Don't make me go get them, because I will. All right. Every vile, filthy fucking comment made to my ex-wife is right back there on that fucking computer. Every single goddamn one of them. And now let's look at Andrea. How is Andrea today? She's morbidly obese. Her body is full of infection. Her teeth have fallen out. Her hair is falling out.
Check, check, check.
But she's so much better now that she's away from that evil Von Helton guy, right? She's so much better, folks. Her life is fucking destroyed. Her brain has been turned to mush. Literally turned to mush. But she's so much better now that she's away from that evil Von Helton guy. Her legal husband, was he? Yeah. You know what God says about destroying marriages, Tammy Faye? Do you know what God says in the Christian Bible about destroying marriages?
Here we go.
God says that he's the one that puts marriages together, especially marriages that are equally yoked. Now listen here. We're not going to have this I'm one in daddy's lap every 5 minutes. We're not going to do that. No. You still ain't dead yet? They said I poisoned you. And you still ain't dead yet. What's that?
Mr. Unite 4, the children donated $5 through Super Chat. CLA County Animal Protection 606 to 598 1281.
Okay, well, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
You don't look very dead to me. You don't even look sick. Oh, now, listen here. Listen here. Are you dead? Are you sick? You don't look either one. Fear! We got to spread fear. Ain't that right? Ain't that right, puppy? We got to spread fear. Fear! Got to spread more fear. You know, oh, your dog's going to die just any second. Von Helton's going to die any second. His kids are going to die any second. Going to Andrea, saying, yeah, man, you got to get rid of that evil pagan Von Helton. You got to get rid of your husband. You got to destroy your marriage, Andrea, because you need a good Christian man. You need a good Christian man, Andrea. What a load of shit. What a load of shit. You destroyed that young girl, man. You destroyed a young girl's life. Drove her insane. Calling CPS out to this house. Pounding on the fucking door every 5 goddamn minutes. Knowing full well she had postpartum depression. Because she had just given birth by cesarean to twins. Preemie twins at that. So you knew she was going through postpartum depression. So you just kept calling CPS, calling CPS, calling CPS. And they kept coming out here and faithfully taking away them kids because, by God, it's just horrible. It's just horrible that she would be with that evil pagan man. Right, Tammy Faye Alexander? Yeah, that's true. Isn't that true? I got your messages back here on the other computer. Don't make me go get them. Now you say, well, Bon, did they do the same thing to you? Yeah, as a matter of fact, they did. Sure, I've been told that you got to get rid of paganism. Me and Andrea were equally yoked. She was a Wiccan. I was an eclectic pagan. We were equally yoked. What does the Bible say about equally yoked marriages, Tammy Faye? It says they're ordered of
My
God.
donated £5 through Super Chat. Stinky wouldn't know the truth if it took physical form, pulled down its pants, bent over and farted in his face.
That is a fact. I would stand by that. I think you just made yourself a fact. Thank you very much for the super chat.
And that you're not supposed to fuck with them. Doesn't it, Tammy? Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. So when you fucked up my marriage to Andrea, you blasphemed your own fucking God, Tammy Faye Alexander. That's the facts, Jack. It's not my opinion. That's fact. It is God that puts people together in a marriage. It is God that brings the children. That's what the Bible says. And so when you went after my family, you and all these other motherfuckers on Facebook went after my family and went after my marriage to destroy my marriage. What was that? That was blasphemy. That was blasphemy. That's what that was. You're going to split hell wide open, Tammy Faye Alexander, and there's not a goddamn thing you can do. You can repent from now to all eternity, and it ain't going to save your fucking ass. Not according to the Bible, anyway. My spirit will not always strive with man. Isn't that what the Bible says, Tammy Faye? See, don't fucking challenge me on the Bible, sweetheart, because I have 20 years as an eclectic, listen to me, as an evangelical Christian. 20 years as an evangelical Christian. I know the Bible. Most likely better than your pastor does. So don't challenge me. You blasphemed God, literally, when you destroyed an equally yoked marriage. That's what the Bible says. The Bible also says, touch not mine anointed. But we won't get into that part. We won't get into that part. We'll just focus on the fact that a bunch of people on Facebook kept hounding on 24
I'm sorry, Wilson donated $5 through Super Chat. I certainly don't want to commit blasphemy. So I'm telling my girlfriend to go to sleep in the car as I type this.
Good. See, you've learned from the master. Thanks a lot.
Back there on the other computer to prove it. Right? Speaking of old posts and old videos, where are you, Ms. Parker? Are you awake yet? Have you downed a couple cups of coffee to get your ass awake yet this morning, Ms. Parker? I'm affording you the same opportunity you afforded me, which is zero. Nothing, nada, zip. Nothing. What's wrong with the puppy? There's nothing wrong with my puppy. Yeah. Andrea is so much better now that her body's full of infection and that she's morbidly obese and her teeth have fallen out. Now her hair's falling out, I understand. But she's so much better now that she's away from her legal husband. A husband that put confidence in her, made her beautiful. And that's really what it was. I mean, let's think about this critically. It was a bunch of old fucks that were jealous of the fact that I had a young, attractive wife, wasn't it? Yeah, actually it was. That's exactly what it was. No, I was not 50 and she was 20. No, that is wrong. Get your facts straight. How old was I when she came up here? It wasn't 50. It was not 50. You're wrong. See, this is why you don't listen to trolls, because trolls ain't going to tell you the real facts. They're going to fudge the numbers to fit their narrative.
Yeah, he was like 48 or like 45, 46. It was something like that. So far off.
But no, I was not 50. Sorry. Google dogs and chocolate. Well, you know what? My dog's been eating chocolate for years and she ain't dead yet. Sucks to be you. She ain't even sick. She don't even fucking get sick.
For years. Wait.
So either she's being...
I thought that dog was only like a year and a half old. Something like that. I mean, I believe he's been feeding dogs chocolate for years. And that's why they all die.
protected by the gods. My gods, that is, because your god is nothing but a demon named Moloch. So she's either protected by my gods or... This whole thing about chocolate is scare tactics. It's fear-mongering.
It's liberal. The liberals. The Chi-Coms and the liberals. The Chinese liberals.
Which it is. Tilly! How you doing, Tilly? What's up? What's up, Tilly? Did the fluoride in the water? No, that was Ohio. It was Ohio that had the unbelievable amounts of fluoride in it. That was Ohio water. I live in Kentucky. Andrea never went to Ohio, as far as I know.
Goddamn internet!
Dragon Team DGJ donated $4.99 through Super Chat. And the children are so much better away from Vaughn. Now that one is getting to the prime age he loves to diddle.
Ooh, shots fired. Shots fired. You said it. You said it. Thank you very much for the super chat. But, yeah, scary times. I'm not saying you do that to the daughter. I don't know. But, I just hope there's no sleepovers hosted in those tender years. That's all I'm saying.
Pardon me. But see, Andrea's mind is mush, okay? So it very well could be she just didn't brush her teeth anymore. You know, I mean, let's be honest. I mean, when your mind is mush, are you going to be cognizant of your surroundings? No, probably not. You know. But yeah, she's so much better now that her teeth are falling out, her hair's falling out, she's morbidly obese, and she's full of infection. Folks, everybody down here is morbidly obese. You know that I was actually told that I was starving my kids because my kids were not morbidly obese like every other kid down here. Did you know that? They actually forced me to take my kids to the hospital thinking that I was starving my children because my kids were not morbidly obese.
No.
Of course, when I got to the hospital.
No, because they weren't gaining weight at all. They were preemies, newborns. You took them home. They were actually losing weight. That's why you got charged with failure to thrive. That's what you neglected your children. When they were put in the care of the state in the hospital, the children gained ounces of weight daily. I think 1.6. I don't know what the numbers exactly were. But they gain. The point is, in someone else's care, they gain weight. In your care, they actually reclined. Just saying.
Hospital, the children were appropriate weight, like they should be. But see, everybody down here is morbidly obese. Apparently, morbid obesity is normal down here. And if you're a normal, healthy weight, Well, that's just awful. That's anorexia in their minds. Okay? That's anorexia in their minds, is when you're a normal weight. But yeah, damn near everybody down here is morbidly obese. And so if your kids are not morbidly obese, they claim that you're starving your kids and force you to take them to the hospital. Yeah, it's true. It's absolutely fucking true. I mean, I've got the medical records to prove it. What's happening, Follow Blue? Well, I'll tell you what's happening. I'm waiting for Ms. Parker to get her happy ass up out of bed. I'm affording her the same opportunity she afforded me last night. Comes into my live show telling me to go to her live show, knowing damn full and well I'm in the middle of doing something important.
No.
Knowing damn full and well I can't come to her live show because I'm in the middle of my live show.
As I understand it, they had a discussion earlier. She had set it up that after you did your nap, they would touch base. And you just totally ignored it and started your live show while she was doing a live show waiting for you. Because I was there watching it. Anyways, let's skip up ahead a little bit, folks. Just going to hit some random spots and we're going to get right into the eviction.
She no longer exists. I married a skinny pagan girl, a Wiccan, who was full of life, who was full of ambition, who was full of eagerness. I restored confidence to her. I gave her incentive. I gave her the idea that she could be anything she wanted.
We got jokes in the chat.
You guys took that away from her.
We got Doc Savage cracking the jokes.
And there is no, even the Christian hell is not good enough for you guys. It's not. You destroyed a young girl's life forever, and you need to pay forever. You need to pay. And as far as I know, the gods are going to make sure you pay. Hard. You're going to pay. You're going to lose that which you love the most, whatever that may be. Could be money, could be cars, could be women, could be houses, whatever it may be. But the gods have already told me, you will see the destruction of your enemies. I will see the destruction of my enemies. All of you. I will outlive all of you. Not only will I outlive you, but I will watch you be destroyed completely and utterly for what you did to my marriage, for what you did to Andrea, and for what you continue to do to these children. You will be destroyed. Not maybe, not kind of. You will be destroyed. It's coming. I don't know when. It's not my place. I'm not a deity. Right? But you will be destroyed. Anyway, Ms. Parker, get your ass up.
Now, that looks like a different jar of peanut butter. I'm not sure what happened to that giant GIF. Now, remember, folks, this is interesting because we have witnessed in the past, anybody that's been around for a while has witnessed that Von Helton will keep a jar of peanut butter for some reason on his bookshelf in his bedroom around for literally, possibly even years, plural. But this is actually a new jar. Now, why so much peanut butter? I just want you to think about something for a sec. This is a man who goes out of his way to get bestiality, horse vagina mods, modifications to his video game that allow his dog in the game to gangbang people. Von Helton is all alone in the trailer with nothing but that dog. And he's keeping peanut butter in the bedroom, and he's going through jars of it. Those are the facts. That's all I'm not.
It's early morning. Get a cup of coffee in you. Let's go. Let's go, Ms. Parker. I'm affording you the same opportunity you afforded me, which is absolutely zero. You knew I was doing a live show. And then you go to your live show and start a live show saying that I copped out on you. Yeah, bullshit. I'm over here trying to teach people the truth. And you over there lying, saying that I skipped out on your live. No, I did not. And you know damn good and well I didn't. You know damn good and well I didn't. Did I agree to talk to Miss Parker at 7 p.m.? What I agreed to is talking to her at a time of her convenience. But see, the thing of it is,
_number_1 donated $1. I wonder what has Nick Bravo gotten up to these days.
I don't know. He's been pretty quiet. I played a few clips that he put out there about criminals and the criminal-minded and how he's not a criminal in society and he's sovereign and we should all fear him, I guess. I don't know. That's what he. I think he's claiming he has a girlfriend or something. That's what. Maybe we'll have to look into that Thursday. I don't know.
Is you don't wait until I'm doing a live show and then say, "Oh well, now's when I'm going to do it." Like I said, any moron can go to YouTube's main page, click the live tab, and see that I was doing a live show. Any moron can do that. A fucking monkey can do that, and not even a trained one. Okay, but she was too stupid to go to YouTube's main page and see that I was already live. Apparently.
Well, no, because she was busy doing a live show waiting for
Multiple
you.
people send the invites. Okay, where the fuck are the invites?
Okay.
Where are they?
I want to see
Show
this
them
part.
to me.
I
Show me the invites. I could go to my fucking... You want me to fucking go to my community page? I'll go to my community page right now. I'm going to call y'all a bunch of fucking liars. Sitting there saying, I did this, I did that. I didn't do shit, motherfucker. I didn't get shit. Nobody gave me a damn thing. You're fucking lying. And I'm sick to death of fucking liars. So let's go to my community page, you lying bitches. Let's go there right fucking now. We're going to go to my community page. And we're going to see. We're going to see. Flat out. We're going to go to my community page right now, bitches. And we're going to see. Community page. Oh, wow. Yeah, nothing fucking there, bitches. Nothing's there. Nothing is there, you lying fucks. Where's these messages from Ms. Parker at that you said I had? Where are they? There's my community page, motherfuckers. Now talk your shit. Go ahead, talk your shit. Where's the fucking messages? My community page ain't hidden. My community page is public, bitch. So where's the messages at?
Wow.
Yeah, they ain't none. You're a liar. You're a bunch of fucking liars, man. The truth is not in you.
Goddamn
Fucking liars.
Lady Starfire donated $2 through Super Chat. His interview with Mers Parker today was great.
That's what I hear. I'll have to check that out. Yes, folks, VONHELTON did an interview with Ms. Parker eventually. You want to check that out over on her channel. If someone could share the link. Unfortunately, I don't have it handy or loaded up, but yeah, we'll have to check that out. So I just want to watch this just for a few more minutes, just because he makes a fool of himself, which I just want to point out. And then we're going to skip up. We're going to get into the eviction. I've seen some people saying Larry out there. I don't know if he figured out how to get into the chat. I think Sean is still out there. I will contact you guys on Facebook here very shortly if anybody wants to add their 2 cents to what the heck is going on. So we are going to move into the eviction part very shortly, folks. You know how I do. I got to ease into it like an old man easing into a hot tub. I've said that before.
Liars. The truth is not in you.
We'll get there.
You want me to go to my Skype too? Oh, I can do that too. I can do that too. Let's go to my Skype. We'll do that. We'll go to my Skype. I'm gonna prove you wrong again. Well, you guys just don't fucking quit, do you? I got one message from Dragnut. Okay, and that had nothing to do with Ms. Parker. And I got a message from Monty.
Here we are.
Okay, Ms. Pont. Okay, okay, Monty did send me a message about Ms. Parker, but like I said, I was already.
Now he's going to say I was already doing a live show. No. She was live first. You lying motherfucker. And you guys talked about it earlier. So you knew she was planning on doing something. She was waiting to touch base with you. And he did get sent messages. I just wanted to point that out because he was calling people fucking liars. And there's no truth in yous. And she's a bitch and a moron.
Vietnamese consul Manchester KY donated $5 through Super Chat.
Crikey.
We are concerned that if he is evicted, that our new site will have to be relocated.
You have to find a new plot. Yeah, that might be tricky.
doing a live show. And again, why didn't anybody go to my live show first before claiming that I skipped out? Why didn't they go to my live? Why?
I believe people did. But let's skip up a little ahead. Let's get ahead to this. What time are we looking at? Let's go a little farther up. And a little farther up. Somewhere in around here, folks.
Absolutely. Yep, I sure do. Sure do. But yeah, Larry Frost is a convicted felon. What the fuck's he doing with my mom's SSI money?
Here we
He's
go.
supposed to be awarded my mom's SSI. And not only that, is Jim Frost or Larry Frost blood to my mother? No, they're not her blood. They got the same last name as her. That's about it. But are they blood to her? No. See, Larry Frost and James Earl Frost is telling everybody here locally that they're kin to her. They're not. If they're anything at all, they are a distant relative. If they're anything at all. For example, there are tons of people running around down here with the last name of Helton. It's true. 99% of those people have convicted records too, have criminal records, I mean. The vast majority do, in fact. That's why I changed my name, one of the reasons. But anyway, there's a whole slew of people down here running around with the last name of Helton. Am I related to them? No. They got my daddy's last name, but I'm not related to them. Not one bit. Okay, so just because Jim Frost here and Larry Frost down there have got my mom's last name don't mean bupkis, does it? No, it doesn't. And I defy them motherfuckers to take a DNA test to prove that they got my mother's blood, because they ain't got it. They ain't blood to her. I'm the only blood to my mother, period. What do you want, puppy? What do you want, puppy? Are you wanting to go outside and play with the other puppies? Say, yeah, that's what I want. Hang on a second, guys. I'm going to let the puppy out so he can go play. Come on, let's go play. Let's go play with your buddy.
I wonder what the roll of tape. Is that a roll of tape there? And Reese's peanut butter. Chocolate donuts. My God. A gnat trap. The same gnat trap. What's going on in the bathroom over here? What's all this shit?
Bum_numb_1 donated $1. Are you still a light worker if your mother pays for the electricity bill?
That is a good question. That is actually, it's kind of meta, really. You get pretty deep on that philosophically, I think. I don't know what the answer is, though. Look how that lumbar cushion makes his belly stick out, folks.
Let's see, I kind of lost my train of thought. Larry is a Jewish name. Okay, well,
Hate.
I wasn't aware of that.
Remember, this little group of motherfuckers were stroking each other's peckers the other night, bragging how they don't talk about hate or slander or slurs against people, right? They were all patting each other's back the other night. How great of people they were, that they don't talk shit about other people. This whole fucking stream has been dedicated to talking shit about people. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but now I know, and knowing is half the battle. Anyways, but yeah. Yeah, they lied. Told everybody down here, yeah, that's my aunt or my grandma or whatever. Totally lied to people so that they could get her money and her property and whatnot. And luckily, my mom called Jim on speakerphone in a room full of people and told him she wanted her money back. And Jim replied, I'm not only not giving your money back, I'm not giving you nothing back. Not your lawn equipment, not your guns, nothing. I'm not giving nothing back. All right. His boy come down here and took guns out of my house and left government papers in their place. I called the police. To go down there and get my guns back. They didn't even bother. They didn't bother to send a cruiser. I got CCTV cameras, guys. Not one cruiser went down Crank Creek. No, they didn't. No, they did not. So apparently grand theft is perfectly acceptable to the Kentucky State Police, the Manchester Police, and the Clay County Sheriff's Office. Apparently grand theft is okay to them. Apparently it is. Because that's exactly what they done. Come in my house, stole the guns out of my drawer down there, and then left government documents in their place. Well, what common criminal leaves government documents? None. Okay, so this wasn't done by a common criminal. This was done by the Frosts. They wanted to come down and take my guns. Why did they take my guns? Because the trolls on the internet told them to. These very same trolls in my outside chat told them to. Just like they told CPS to cut off my money, Jerry's money to me so that I would starve to death. Ain't that right, trolls? Oh, we don't really want to kill Von Helton. Okay, well, great. Why'd you get my food stamps repealed, and why'd you get Jerry's money taken away from me? Oh, because I'll die without those things. Without money and food stamps, I'm going to die. So yes, that is attempted murder, you fucking pricks. That's attempted murder. Obviously, without food and money, I won't last very long on this earth. So as far as I'm concerned, that's attempted murder. It might be tough to prove in court. I'll give you that. But is it attempted murder? Fuck yeah. Like when you sent the CIA out to double tap my ass. Like when you sent the FBI out to kill me. That's all attempted murder as far as I'm concerned. And you've been trying to kill me since 2006. Since I did my first video called Hello World with Smokey the Ninja Cat. You've been trying to kill me ever since. But you keep missing the target. You managed to kill and destroy everything around me, but you can't get me. It's like MC.
So for people that maybe haven't been around for a while, Vaughn used to have a cat named Smokey that he claims he's raised from the dead, and that New World Order snipers fucking shot it or some shit. But I just bring it up because it's another example of something dying in Von Helton's care. Failing to thrive, if you will.
Hammer said, can't touch this. No, 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 no. Can't touch this. No, 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 no. Can't touch it. Can't seem to hit me. You get everybody else, but you can't seem to get me. Why? Because I'm protected of the gods. And the gods have put a prophecy over me that cannot be done away with until it is completed. Well, what is that prophecy, Yvonne? You will have a great and glorious future that will benefit all of mankind. That is the prophecy. And my children likewise have a prophecy over them, that they will do great exploits in the earth and that they will destroy evil in the earth.
So apparently it said out there, Irv ruined his own life. It says there were 3 cats named Smokey. So there you go.
Me and my children have prophecies over us, and the trolls can't stand it because the trolls are under the control of demonic forces. And those demonic forces know that their time is at an end. And so they frustrate these trolls and haters to do the things that they do. See, you can be an atheist all you want, but the truth of the matter is that the spiritual realm and the supernatural realm exist. They are real. And I can assure you that some of those entities on the other side of the veil do not like us. They do not like humanity at all. But you're free to believe that they don't exist all you want. You can believe the sun doesn't exist, but that ain't going to change the facts now, is it? No, it's not. But you can believe the sun don't exist all you want. Or the moon, or the stars. You can believe they don't exist, but that doesn't change the facts. Okay? The spiritual realm are real.
I'm sorry, Wilson donated $5 through Super Chat. Well, to be fair, Vaughn might still have the 50 caliber revolver a certain UFO nutgut scammed for. I mean donated to getting the heat turned back on.
Right. Good point. And thank you for the Super Chat.
And because they exist, there are entities in those realms that do not like us. Okay? They just don't.
The phone call is coming up. Just setting the stage.
If all you say is true, why are none of them in jail? Well, none of them is in jail because it is like a 3-hour drive to go to Lexington to file in Kentucky court. That's part of the problem. It's a 3-hour drive one way.
So he's been claiming that people have been trolling him since 1978 or some shit, like 20 years, whatever it's been, right? But in that time, his family being destroyed, his words, not mine, his wife being driven insane, his children being traumatized, isn't worth the 3-hour drive in 20 years, folks.
Way to Lexington from where I'm at. You literally got to cross the entire state of Kentucky to get to Lexington. Sucks. Moreover, I have called numerous lawyers on the phone, and as soon as you mention the word internet, they hang up in your ear, or they laugh at you, or they cuss you out, or they do like one lawyer did and charge you some exorbitant amount of money up front. I called this one lawyer and he said, well, if you give me $100,000 up front, I'll do it. And I'm like, what person in the state of Kentucky has $100,000 on them that they can just blow away? Who's got that kind of money? Nobody I know in the state of Kentucky has that kind of money, except for James Arnold Frost, who stole my inheritance money to the tune of $6.5 million. And to this date, the state of Kentucky police, the Manchester police, and the Clay County Sheriff's Office refuses to arrest him, even though he has stolen my inheritance money, $6.5 million. The police down here refuse to do anything. Why? Probably because they've been paid off. They're either inept or they've been paid off. Pick one. Pick one. I mean, it's not like they don't know. It's not like they ain't called the police. I've called the police. I've filed a report. But I guess grand theft is perfectly okay in the state of Kentucky. That's the only thing I can assume. I must assume that grand theft is perfectly acceptable behavior in the state of Kentucky because the Kentucky State Police, the Manchester Police, and the Clay County Sheriff's Office have not arrested James Arnold Frost, 1015 Crane Creek Road, Manchester, Kentucky, 40962. They have not arrested his motherfucking ass. And they're not going to. They're not going to. And they're not going to arrest his two sons either, Jeff and Junior. They're not going to do it. So they're either inept or they've been bought. Pick one. I don't care which one. What did the police say? The police said they would that they would do something. So I watched all my CCTV cameras here for a cruiser to go down Crane Creek Road. Cruiser never went down Crane Creek Road. Never did. I watched my cameras. If a cruiser would have went down the road, I'd have seen it. There was no cruiser going down Crane Creek Road to arrest James Arnold Frost, Junior Frost, and Jeff Frost. It did not fucking happen. And it ain't gonna happen. Like I said, they're either inept or they've been bought. Pick one. I don't care which one. Doesn't matter to me. Like I said, grand theft is apparently legal in the state of Kentucky. I have to assume that. I have to assume that. And we're not talking a few $100 here. We're talking $6.5 million of my fucking money. That's my inheritance money. Jim Frost has absolutely no right to that money whatsoever. None. Zero. He is not blood to my mother, and he sure as fuck ain't blood to me. All right? Period. Period. End of story. If he's any relation to my mother at all, it is so far out there that fucking Nostradamus probably couldn't find it. Okay? Do I think they used my mom's money to bribe the police? Well, I don't know, but it's possible. I mean, I have to assume that is a possibility, right? I have to. But I don't know. I wasn't there. It's very hard to prove something to people who already have their minds made up. Oh my God, Jason, that describes my haters to a T. That describes my haters to a T, bro. Absolutely. Right, but the lawyer calls the law enforcement and tells them to go make the arrest. That's why you have a lawyer. They call the police and have them arrested. Okay? None of the lawyers... Folks, let me tell you something. You know how I found out I had lymphedema? It wasn't the doctors here in Kentucky. The doctors here in Kentucky didn't even know what lymphedema was. Oh, Vaughn, surely you're exaggerating. Surely you jest. There bound to have been a doctor in the state of Kentucky that knew what lymphedema was. No, there was not. I went to numerous doctors. I went to numerous specialists. No one knew that I had lymphedema. I went home. I hopped on the computer. In 2 seconds, I found out what I had. One leg more swollen than the other. Lymphedema. Bam, done. Just that quick. Now, of course, Corbin later on verified that, yes, I do, in fact, have lymphedema. But yeah, not one specialist, not one doctor in the state of Kentucky diagnosed me with lymphedema. I actually had to get it off the internet. And then once I had found out that I had lymphedema, and then I went to Corbin verified that I had it. But I had to come home and do it my damn self. That's pretty sad. That should scare the shit out of everybody in the state of Kentucky that not one specialist or one doctor knew what lymphedema was. That should scare the shit out of everybody. And I'll scare you again. When Andrea gave birth to those preemie children, Dr. Del Mundo floated the idea that they were failing to thrive. Well, what does failing to thrive mean? Failing to thrive means they're going to die any second. That's what it means. All right. They were not going to die any second.
No, it means they were failing to thrive. It doesn't mean they were going to die any second. It means eventually they would die because they were failing to thrive. Eventually they would die. If you don't water a plant, doesn't mean it's going to die any second, but if you continue to not water the plant, it will eventually die. Likewise, if you cut off liquids to a child because you're too lazy to change the fucking diaper, there's a potential there that the child might die. Just clearing that up.
Preemies. So of course they're going to be low birth weight. They're premature babies. But she actually took an 8-pound baby chart and used it for those preemie babies and said the preemie babies were low birth weight and they were going to die just any second. Failure to thrive. And you know what? Every doctor in the state of Kentucky backed her up on that shit. Not one doctor in the state of Kentucky looked at those children and said, now wait a minute, those are premature babies. Of course they're going to be low birth weight. That's what a premature baby is. They're going to be low birth weight by nature. Not one doctor in the state of Kentucky knew what a premature baby was. Now that should really scare the shit out of you. Right? That should really scare the shit out of you. Not one doctor knew what a preemie baby was. Or if they did, they denied it and went with Dr. Del Mundo's fake allegations. Isn't that scary? They didn't know what lymphedema was, and they don't know what a premature baby is. That should scare the shit out of everybody in the state of Kentucky. You have absolutely inept doctors in the state of Kentucky. That's scary. That is scary as fuck. So whatever you do, don't have a preemie baby and don't get lymphedema, because you might as well sign your death warrant. Because nobody in the state of Kentucky understands what the fuck that shit is. Nobody. Not a specialist, not a doctor, not a clinic. Nobody in the state of Kentucky knew what those two things were. Nobody. That's scary. That is very scary. Is that why the little ones are gone? No, the little ones are gone because I have about 100 people on the internet that keep calling the school system and keep calling CPS to take.
That is bullshit because we all know it's the school and the state that are removing the kids. It has nothing to do with people on the internet. No one is calling CPS. No, this is bullshit that you're hearing here, folks. Pure, unadulterated bullshit. What is the time?
Mothra J donated $1.99 through Super Chat. Fawn wanted to take them to Dr. Kevorkian, though.
Yeah, that would, yeah. I could definitely see that happening. We're almost there, folks. We're almost up to the phone call. We'll see if we can get Larry on Facebook here. If we can, we'll see if we can get that working. Maybe he has a few things to say. I see he's made it into the chat. So the best is yet to come, folks.
Kids away. Folks, let me get 100 people together to call CPS out to your house. They will take your kids. They'll find an excuse and they will take your kids. I guarantee it. See, their line of thinking is that if 100 people call them, then it must be important. Right? That's how they think. That's their modus operandi. Well, 100 people called. Surely there must be some kind of danger. We'll take the kids anyway. And that's exactly what they do. That's exactly what they do. They take the kids and then you go to court and try to get them back. But that's what they do. And they've been doing it now for 12 years, folks. 12 years they've been harassing my family. Calling CPS, calling the school system, calling the courts down here, calling the police. They've been doing it over and over again for years now.
Look at that mullet he's working on.
Well, if yours are 30 years old, no, they won't be taking them. No, they won't be taking them at 30 years old. No.
Call that the Kentucky
What's my
waterfall,
favorite flavor
folks.
of Dorito? I don't know, actually. Now, if you ask me potato chips, I'd say sour cream and onion. I like sour cream and onion, which is kind of ironic because I don't really care for onions.
Goddamn internet!
I'm sorry, Wilson donated $5 through Super Chat since his lymphedema is self-diagnosed. How long do you think it's going to be before we hear Vaughn talking about MUH fibro?
It's on the horizon. It's on the horizon, folks.
Of Arizona as well, they'll fuck you over big time. I don't doubt it, man. I don't doubt it. Burnt waffle, like I said, they come whenever they fucking feel like it. And they take the kids. Okay, this last time they took the kids, they took them for 8 months. Not this very last time, but the time before. They took the kids away for 8 months, almost a year. How would you feel if you were away from your children for a year? How would you feel? How would it make you feel? This is psychological warfare. Thank the gods I was trained in psychological warfare, or I'd be a fucking basket case right now. I would. I'd be right there with Andrea. I'd be, my mind would be mush by now. There's no way I would have survived 12 years of torture like this. This is mental cruelty is what it is. It is literal mental cruelty. And if I could get a fucking lawyer that had a pair of balls, I could sue them on mental cruelty grounds and win big. I could win big. Because it is mental cruelty. This is psychological warfare. Being away from your children for almost a year, dude. Do you have any idea what that does to a parent? It drives them insane. Is my kid okay? Is my kid getting hurt? Could my kid be getting hit by a car? Is my kid going to catch COVID? It's that constant worry. It's psychological torture. It's mental cruelty. And it is a crime in the state of Kentucky. But see, because they're the government, they get away with it. I was told by 2 attorneys that CPS can walk into that courtroom and say whatever the fuck they want. They could go in there and say, I killed my children, and that judge will side with them before siding with me.
Well, no, you can't make a claim of murder that without evidence of a murder. That's just completely ridiculous. It's just silliness, folks. This is just the bullshit.
How's that grab your ass? You know, nobody is supposed to be above the law. Well, surprise, motherfuckers. CPS is above the law. They can do whatever the fuck they want without going to jail for perjury, without going to jail for committing felonies. They can commit felony after felony. When they come out and they took my children off this property, and the house was fine and the kids were fine,
Wilson
what did they do?
donated $2 through Super Chat. Being away from the monthly check is torture.
Yeah, it's really eating them up. And I mean, when he always goes on about like the government is traumatizing his children and all this bullshit, right? It's frustrating because he refuses to see the forest for the trees, right? Like it's his behavior that is allowing the state to intervene in his life. That's the part that he's just not willing to accept. It's his inaction as meeting just the bare minimum standards that Kentucky has for being a parent that is the cause for the trauma and the upheaval in his children's life. It's frustrating, folks. I know.
A felony. That's felony kidnapping. Not to mention criminal trespassing, not to mention terrorist threatening, which they also did. But see, they can commit a felony and get away with it because they're the fucking government. And nobody's going to do anything. Judge Harris is not going to do shit to these CPS workers. And he sure isn't going to do nothing to Helen, the head CPS worker. He's not going to do shit to them. They have done this for 12 years, guys. They've gone into that courtroom and lied for 12 fucking years to that judge. And that judge is not going to do shit to them. He's not. He's not going to do a damn thing. He's not. Because if he has, he would have done it years ago, right? Absolutely. He'd have done that shit years ago. Vaughn, I had a daughter 15 years ago that I've never met. Just think how I feel. Yeah, I can imagine how you feel. I can imagine how you feel. He who speaks the truth is he who is hated the most. Boy, I can definitely relate to that one. I can definitely relate to that one because that's what I do. I speak the truth. And people are hated for it. Uh-oh, I've got a phone call. Hold on.
Here we go, folks. Here we go. I'm just going to let the silence is deafening, folks. Just read Von Helton's lips. Oh, it's sweet. It's like Von's getting told. Yeah. Uh-oh, what? How? Oh, Von shook. This is where things start getting real here, folks. He's looking worried. That's almost the same look he had on his face when Mr. Anonymous Dick fucking showed up on Blog TV and called him out for being a fucking...
Goddamn internet!
I'm sorry, Wilson donated $2 through Super Chat. Vaughn getting evicted.
Yeah, we're watching it happen here, folks. Well, he's getting hot. Oh, the red man's coming out at him. I think it might be blood pressure, personally, but I'm not an expert in either indigenous peoples or blood pressure. I don't know. Does Von Helton have a dent in his forehead? If you look really careful, is that what's going on there, folks? Well, we're just chewing the fat here. You can always support the channel. We gotta drain Lake Alice, folks. Find out the secrets. If you want to join trolls, haters, and naysayers, we're over on MeWe. And of course, Discord. Thumbs up the video. And subscribe if you have not subscribed. We'll be giving away t-shirts and mugs. I'm joking, we're not doing that. Oh my goodness. That is a dent. I'm pretty sure it is. Do not adjust your sets, folks. If you're just joining the party, Von Helton does have his stream muted. You're basically watching Von Helton get told he's going to get fucking heaved out of the trailer. He's getting hot. Conversation's getting hot, folks. I think we still got Cousin Larry out there. See if we can get him on, get some perspective here in a second, if we can get Facebook working. Oh, here we go.
Okay, that was Larry Frost, who just got through threatening me with eviction, who claims that he has power of attorney over me, and he claims that I'm not blood heir of this estate, which I am. I am the blood of my mother. Okay, that is my mother. That's not his mother sitting over there. It's mine. Okay, but he just got through threatening me with eviction notice. So I'm putting Clay County on notice that if they do try to evict me, I will sue. Okay, plain and simple. I will sue them for billions and I will win. I am the blood heir of this estate. That is my mother sitting over there. Okay. And like I said, Larry Frost, by his own admission, is a convicted felon. He went to jail. In fact, he even bragged one time that he would happily go back to jail. Okay. So, now he's claiming it was just a misdemeanor, whatever. I don't give a shit. But now he has just now threatened me, okay, with eviction, which he cannot do because I'm the blood heir of the estate. That's my mother sitting over there. He can't evict me off of my property, but he's going to try. See, like I told you, didn't I just get through telling you this was about this property? It's not about my kids. It's not about mom. It's about getting me off this property so they can steal my property. And so now you've heard from Larry Frost, who just now threatened to kick me off my own damn property. So I was right. It was about the property. There you go, folks. And now it's all been documented out there in public. Now he claims he's got mom listening to this live feed. I don't see how the fuck he can do it because mom ain't got no damn internet. But he's supposedly got mom listening to this live feed. Well, how can he kick you out if you own the place? He can't. He can't. See, in 2006, mom had released power of attorney over everything. She didn't just release power of attorney over my daddy's stuff. She released power of attorney over everything. So as of 2006, this property was mine by default. That's Kentucky law. I am the blood heir to my mother. Okay. And according to Kentucky law, this property became mine in 2006. He cannot evict me. In fact, not only that, but you have to have a probate judge to come out and evict me. Okay, well, no probate judge is going to evict me. Why? Because I haven't embezzled anything. I'm not guilty of embezzlement. I'm not. I'm just not, folks. I don't break the law. Okay. And the probate judge is going to say, okay, well, what has he embezzled? You know, where has he broken federal law or state law for that matter? Well,
All right.
I haven't. I don't break the law. I am a.
All right, folks.
I'm here.
We got Larry Frost. We got Larry Frost on the Facebook. Larry, could you please say hello to the good people?
Hello, everybody.
So I'm hoping everyone can hear that. It's just going through my phone. I know it's not the ideal setup, but we're going to get it work. Larry, what is your perspective? What were you saying on the other end of that phone call? Because he's mad as a stirred nest of hornets over there.
Well, first of all, I told him he's about ready to be evicted because he's not allowed to have a dog in the house.
Mm-hmm.
And he told his mom he wasn't getting rid of it. Two, I'm just tired of his mouth with him running on my name.
Right.
I told him the next time I hear my name come out of his mouth, I am going to come over there and I'm going to close his mouth for at least a month. And that's not a threat, it's a promise.
Mr.
Okay,
Unite
just
4
hang on a
the
sec.
children donated $20 through Super Chat. Precious, precious, precious. Stinky cried, my precious, oh my precious. And with that, he stepped too far, and then with a shriek he fell. Out of the depths came his last wail, precious, and he was gone.
Well, thank you very much for the super chat. Sorry about that, Larry. But, yeah, so, I mean, okay, he's claiming that you don't have any standing to do that at all.
Well, buddy, I can send you a picture that shows the steel of Kentucky saying I am power of attorney of all money, all properties. He says I can't evict him. A dirty house can get you evicted.
Right.
Tearing up the house can get you evicted.
Right.
Well, he says that it's going to be hard for me to evict him. He can't live in a house that don't have electricity because his mom pays it. I'm turning it off.
When's it going off?
It's going off as soon as they can get to it.
So you're cutting off the hydro.
I'm cutting off the electricity. That way he's not on the internet running his mouth to nobody. And I'm also taking the plates off the truck.
The plates are coming off the truck, folks.
Oh, yeah, they're in her name, too.
Right. So he's pretty much going to have to depend on you for getting
her,
groceries.
I have power. I control it. Two, there's a will that says his kid gets the property when they turn 21.
Okay.
Not 19 or 20, 21.
Mm-hmm. All right. So Vaughn's going to get the hydro cut off, the electricity, and he's going to get the...
an eviction notice right back behind it.
Now, just to be clear, I heard, too, that Ma Helton was aware of the stream, Alice. She was aware of the stream you did?
Yeah, I was talking to her while he was live this morning, me and her was on the phone. I was letting her listen to it. And, of course, you know me, I record it all, so I can go over there and put it on her TV set and let her watch it.
Well, what was her perspective on the situation?
She told me to get him out. And I'm going to be honest with you. I told her she's got a choice. He moves or I move.
Right.
Because the next time he says my name, seriously. I don't care if I go to jail. I've been there and done that. And me being a, what'd he say, real hard criminal, I got 23 domestic violences. You want to know what they're from? Not taking shit from nobody.
Okay.
You got a beef with me, let's go out in the yard and take care of it.
Right. Okay.
I mean, there's two things that's going to happen there, buddy. I'm going to lose or I'm going to win.
Well, it's a 50-50, that's
and
for
if
sure.
you're cool, then when we're all done, we'll sit down and smoke a big old fatty and say, why was we fighting for?
Well, there you go. Well, Von Helton says he likes
That's
it
the
like
way I
back in the
think of life.
70s. Yeah. Well, maybe you can work it out with Vaughn that way. Do you think he'd come out of the trailer? Or? I'm not sure if you can hear me, Larry.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Well, do you think Vaughn would come out and settle it that way? Do you think he'd like mano a mano and get her done?
I've already cut him out twice. He won't come out.
Well, wait a minute. I thought he was Mr. Black Ops Ninja.
Well, Black Ops or whatever he is, it don't matter. I'm from the north end of Toledo. I grew up in a very hard city.
Okay.
2, you think
Toledo
he's got
tough.
a bad leg now? Let him mess with me.
Right.
He won't be standing more than 5 seconds after I hit him.
Oh, I don't doubt it. I'm
350 pounds. I'm not going to lie. I'm 350 and I don't play games.
Right. No, I hear what you're saying. So, I mean, so are we looking at an eviction for sure? Is that just something on the table, or?
She's telling me to evict him, and I told her he moves or I move.
Gotcha.
And she don't want to lose me because if I turn everything into the courts, I got a feeling she's going to the nursing home.
Gotcha.
That's what her lawyer told me.
Uh-huh. Well, he's
Because
unable
they
to
know
look
that
after
Irving
her.
cannot take care of the money. He spends it all foolishly. He don't pay her bills right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he says he bought food for her. He bought food for him and his kids with the food stamps.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, he fed his family with her.
Right. Right. Well, they pretty much live on Schwann's, right? Frozen food.
Well, yeah, well, he does right now. She don't. I took her off of it.
Right. Yeah, she needs
I mean,
real
for the
food.
price, not
Yeah.
against Swanson. Good food, good tasting. They're out there bringing it to you every 2 weeks. But for the $3.59 TV dinner she's buying, I go to Save-A-Lot and get 2 or 3 of them.
Right.
I mean, she ain't got all that money that she used to have.
Yeah. Well, he's probably drained quite a bit.
I'm trying to make it where she is got money put away.
Well, according to Vonhelton, you all
If she
stole
wanted to go to Hawaii
6.5
right
million.
now, I guarantee you she's got enough money put away to go.
Well, what about the duffel bag full of 6.5 million that you all stole?
Yeah, well, I got news for everybody. If I stole 6.5 million, I wouldn't be in the state of Kentucky.
I hear you. I'd be somewhere
I'd
warm.
be watching go-go dancers over in Hawaii somewhere for life.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. So,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? I mean, what would you do with 6.5 million?
No, I wouldn't be sitting around. That's for sure.
Exactly. You be living it up.
So,
You know, honestly, I put this out clearly. I don't care about her money. I don't care about her love. And I'll tell you all, like I told her this morning. Me personally, when I walk into the pearly gates of heaven, Jesus Christ is going to be standing there, and my grandfather, Arnold Frost, her oldest brother, is going to be standing there and saying, "Thank you, grandson, for taking care of my baby sister." The last one on this earth.
right,
That's what I'm looking at. I don't care anything else she's got.
right.
There is 2 things in her house that I do get when she dies.
Right.
And that is the deer head on her wall because it belongs to my father. And the picture that is on her wall, which is my grandfather and my grandmother, that she got from my father until she passes away.
Okay.
Because she didn't have one of him in his older age. Besides that, I don't want nothing that woman's got.
Right.
Her love, her respect.
Right.
She told him one day, "Give me some money. I want to go do something." He hands her a $20 bill.
Wow.
She asked me for how she wanted money from me, and I was like, "Well, how much you want?" She goes, "I don't know. What do you think I can take?" I was like, "Here, I'll give you a $100 bill."
There you go.
I don't know what you want to do. You go get your hair done, go out to eat, go do something.
Right. Yeah.
There's a big difference between me and him. Very big.
Yeah. No, he seems to feel he's entitled to whatever she's got is his.
2, he says whatever is hers is his. I'm going to tell you, if the woman did not have a will, she can walk up to any stranger sleeping on the street and hand him the keys and say, here, I don't want it no more. And there ain't nothing Irvy can do about it.
Well, that's true, too. And I mean, she's got a will and testament. She's made clear who she wants to look after things.
It was 8 years ago, even though Irvy's going to say that's no good because little Jim helped her do it.
Right. Right.
Is there some things messed up on the will? Yes, there is. And I'd like to fix that will. But there's only one problem. They won't let me.
Right.
Because you know that Alice Hilton also had a daughter.
Right. Yeah, an adopted daughter, right?
Adopted daughter. I don't care if she's adopted or not. If she raised her, she is her daughter.
Right. No,
so her kids should be getting something too.
You're right.
And in the wills, they were never even mentioned.
Yeah, that's too bad. Yeah,
Last year, Irvy chased one of them out of here with the gun. Him saying that someone stole the guns. I got somebody to tell you that he sold the guns.
Oh, folks.
He was there when he was selling them.
So Von Helton sold guns. They weren't taken out of his residence?
No, they did not get stolen. He sold them. He also sold the old tractor in the garage.
Well, yeah, we talked about the tractor. He sold the tractor out under his mom. But
$200.
So you're saying you know for a fact that he sold the guns?
Well, the friend of mine, the woman that goes in and cleans his house, his husband, told me he was right there when he was selling them.
Oh, folks, we have an exclusive. We have an exclusive.
So me, I trust them. I mean, I don't trust Irby, but I trust them.
Now these
you know the weirdest thing? I mean, you guys can laugh at me. You can say I'm nuts or whatever. But you know, when I first met him, I stuck up for him.
Right.
Because he come out with fingernails longer than my fingers.
Right. No, I remember those.
And his hair was probably about midway to the back.
Right.
And his mom yelled at him, this is a family reunion, Irv. Go in there and get cleaned up a little bit. Look nice. This is a family reunion. I ain't doing that. Yeah, leave me alone. I'll do what I want. She walked away, and I was like, why don't you go brush your hair, buddy? Well, why don't you stay out of it? You don't know what you're talking about. I took my hat off, and my hair was almost a foot longer than his.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, don't tell me I don't know what I'm talking about, buddy.
Right.
My hair's longer than yours, but mine's in a ponytail, all brushed and up under a hat. Nobody sees it.
Right.
You go to a family reunion, you want to look halfway decent. You don't want to look like no fucking bum.
No. I just want to back up for a second about the guns, though. Like, we're talking about the guns like that were his dad's or his mom's or something?
They were mostly his mother's.
Right. Right.
You know, his dad did work. We won't say he didn't because he did.
Uh-huh.
But most of the money was made by Alice.
Right.
She's the big money man.
Uh-huh.
She's the one that took nursing. She's the one that bought the nursing home. She's the one that sold her nursing homes. And they all moved down here. And then Irvy, he was over in Texas somewhere in the Army. Got kicked out of boot camp.
Right.
Went AWOL. I'm sorry. He didn't get kicked out. He went AWOL.
Right.
And they called his mommy, and his mommy come and got him, and he's been living in Kentucky since. Free.
Mm-hmm.
You all heard that. Free. He
Right.
don't pay no bills.
No.
She pays them all.
Yep. And he's been selling her stuff out of the barn, selling the guns.
Selling anything he can. Honestly, he says Jim stole the money. I honestly think it was him. I really do. I mean, did Jim spend some of her money? Yes. Him going out there and telling everybody Alice has been in the nursing home 3 times, it's been 2 times for one, and the first one was because of his kids. Because they locked her in her own bedroom and she tried to crawl out a bedroom window and fell and broke her leg.
Right.
The second one, she wrecked her car and put it over a cliff. That's why she don't have no driver's license no
Bum
more.
underscore number underscore one donated $1.
See, he don't fill you all in why she was
Collect
at
toy
the
cars
nursing
in
home.
the garage.
Does he still have the toy cars in the garage?
As far as I know, yes.
I wonder what happened to that trend. He was hot on that. Is he running out of money?
Somebody said they were out there. He was out there last week playing with them.
Right. Now, does he have limited access to Ma's funds now? Is that why he's slowed down on everything?
Oh, yeah, he has no access to them.
Mm-hmm. Isn't that interesting, folks?
And you know the funny thing? He says that he got his dad's inheritance.
Right.
He ain't found his dad's inheritance yet. I know.
Okay. What's up with that?
I know he's not found his dad's inheritance because I've already seen it.
And that goes to Alice, doesn't it?
It's all Alice's.
There we go, folks. Right.
It all belongs to Alice.
So, long story...
It don't even cover what he would took.
Now, long story...
It don't cover what he took.
Right. Long story short, Von Helton's full of bullshit.
Yeah. Me personally, 6.6, 6.5 million. She wasn't worth all that.
Right.
She was worth more.
Oh.
If she would have kept the businesses and stayed up there, she'd be a rich woman.
Mm-hmm.
But she thought she was getting old. She wanted to come home, and she moved back home.
Yep.
Got to remember, she comes from here.
Right. Yeah, well, that's how all the family
She only lives
is.
about a half mile from where she was born.
There we go, folks. That's for
Well,
sure.
it's just like everybody said. Irby says he's 200% Indian.
Right.
He's nuts.
Yeah, right. Well,
And he said he wants me to have a blood test with his mama. Guess what? It's already being done. Me and his mama is getting blood tests done.
Well, there we go, folks.
Because I want to see how much Indian she has in her.
Right.
Because they did say that
Jules
her
Tells
grandmother was
donated
Indian.
Right. Just hang on one sec, Larry.
Great grandmother was full Cherokee.
Ask Larry about Von's girlfriends moving in.
Somebody wants me to ask you about Von Helton's Vietnamese girlfriends moving in.
He ain't even going to have a place to move him. He ain't going to be there.
So
I'm getting him out as fast as I can. I don't care who he says he is.
Right. So when will he be getting an eviction official notice?
As soon as the lawyer finishes drawing it up and it gets shipped over to the sheriff's department, and the sheriff will deliver it to him.
Folks, that is going to be...
But before that happens, the electricity should be off by tomorrow.
By tomorrow, folks, Listen, can you do me a favor, Larry? When he gets evicted, can you somehow on a phone, some device, or bring someone with you that can video record that?
Well, I can try.
I would appreciate the effort. That's all I can ask.
I mean, all they're going to do is knock on his door and hand him a piece of paper telling him he's got 3 days to be completely out.
I'm just saying,
he's going to try to post it.
Even if we have footage of him waddling out boxes and moving out.
I'd love it for the eviction notice and the electricity both to get to him at 12 noon tomorrow.
Folks, we're working on it. You're on it, Larry. My goodness. This is moving fast, folks.
I'm with him. I'm tired of him saying that I'm still... I have not paid rent in 2 years. I could take a picture right now and show everybody where my rent money's at.
Right. No, I hear you. I'm going to check the chat here. Give me a sec. Can you ask Larry if they're going for a 30-day notice?
No, I'm going for a 3-day notice, if not quicker.
3-day notice. Okay, folks, 3 days.
He ain't got no kids. You don't need 30 days.
Right. Von Helton maybe... I don't know, maybe that Walmart greeter job's not looking so bad.
Get it rented before the first gets here.
Right. Wow. Folks, this might move quick.
I'm all about the money. I need her money coming back into her.
Right.
You know, it's just like I said, I've seen the will, and I'm getting a copy of the will this week, and I'm going to read it. I'll tell everybody. I know exactly what it says. All 3 kids split the property. The first one, when she turns 21, she can start drawing money off of the account if she needs it for school or to survive. She can move into any one of the properties she wants.
Right.
After the other one turns 21, or the twins, I personally say that one of the two girls is going to have to take care of Jerry's money and take care of Jerry.
Right. Somebody says, ask
That
about
how
Mike.
Jerry's handicap goes on from now. You know what I mean? If there's somebody working good with him, he'll come out real good. If not, then they won't.
Some people out there want me to ask you about, says, ask Larry about Vaughn's relationship with his brother-in-law, Mike.
Mike, brother-in-law.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
I didn't know he had a brother-in-law named Mike.
I'm not sure either. People are telling me to ask. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
But
I ain't even got a brother-in-law named Mike.
I don't know. They say Irv is watching this.
Let him watch. I don't care. I ain't got nothing to hide from him.
Okay.
He knows what I got.
Well, we're putting it out there,
Everything.
folks. We're hearing both sides of the
His mommy's
story.
not going to need for nothing, and his kids will never need for nothing. Irvy's going to need a lot.
Oh, they're talking about Glenda's husband.
Oh, I think he passed away too, didn't he?
I'm not sure. I think, didn't she marry like a school teacher or something like that?
I think he was a school teacher. I don't know. I really don't know too much about him because I really didn't meet him all until about 15 years ago.
Right, I got you. And did
I
you ever
come down for a
meet?
family reunion?
Right.
Thought it was beautiful. Come down the following family reunion. It was still beautiful, and I told everybody I'm moving down here.
So
6 months later, I moved here 15 years ago.
did you ever meet? I guess you never met Vaughn's first wife, Pam.
No,
Okay.
I didn't meet Vaughn until 15 years ago, but yeah, I wish I wouldn't have.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure it's
He's
good.
a sorry case of a man, I'm telling you that.
I should give.
He says these trolls chased his wife away. I've talked to his wife. No, he chased his wife away.
Just hang on one sec. Someone in the chat says I should give Vaughn the link. The link to what? Someone give him a link
Yeah,
to
the link
this.
to what? He's watching it.
Yeah, I don't know. We're just on Facebook talking. So, but yeah. So this is we're hearing some stuff. So we're thinking maybe hydro might be off tomorrow. I call it hydro. Sorry. The electricity might be off tomorrow, and quickly followed by an eviction notice. By the sounds of it.
Yes, definitely. I'm tired of him running his mouth.
And Alice is behind this.
He says, Judge said, Larry, you have all money power and all property power. Anything in Alice Hilton's name, I control.
Right.
The only thing I do not control is going over and making her food for her and giving her her pills.
Right.
That is Irvy's job because he lives right next door. Well, he takes her pills to her at 10:30, 11, 12, 1 o'clock sometimes. Then turns around and tries to give them to her at 4.
Right.
He needs to split them up. She needs it at 8 in the morning and at 5 at night.
Right. Just hang on one sec.
This is a woman that's up at 6:30 in the morning. She's in bed by 8 o'clock.
Right. Just hang on one sec, Larry. Just to clear up, we call it hydro here, the electricity, because they're hydro generators pushed by water. They're turbines pushed by water, so we call it the hydro.
Yeah, I don't know where our electricity comes from.
I just got people in the chat. I just want to clear that up.
I'm in the hills. I'm even lucky to have electricity.
So, what's the arrangement for Von Helton to pay back the $30K that he stole from
Well, there ain't nothing she can do. There's two things she could do. She could tell him that she wants the money back. He's going to laugh at her.
Right.
2, put him in jail.
Right.
She don't want him in jail.
Right.
She asked me, where's he going to go if he gets thrown out and he gets this eviction notice? And I told her I really didn't care if he slept under a bridge right now.
Right.
He can go to some shelter and get shelter.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I'll put this out to him, and I hope he is listening. He's getting out for at least 3 months. And if he could change his fucking attitude and start taking care of his mother right and start running his mouth on me, we might let him back in.
Right.
Because I'll trust him because he's took care of himself. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I got news. I don't think he can do that. I really don't.
Right. Someone says in the chat, tell Larry to check out home health care for Alice.
I got home health care. Me.
Right.
I got a camera sitting there right now watching everything that happens in that house.
Yeah, that's what Vaughn, he was mad about that too.
Oh yeah, but hey, guess what? She fell one time. What do you think? How do you think I found out she fell?
Yeah, right.
My camera.
Well, just the last time,
loud noise.
The last time
my camera come to me and said loud noise. I looked at the camera, got out of Alice. Alice. She yelled help, and I was like, on its way.
So just one sec, just hold on, Larry, because it's interesting. Because the last time you had to intervene and take her to the hospital, and she was dehydrated and stuff, she had fell. Von Helton was busy. Von Helton, who can literally waddle to his mom's trailer across the yard, he was busy in a live stream with Brett Keane when that all went down.
Yeah, yes, and I had to call the fireman to go out there and check on her.
Right. That's wild. Wild stuff, folks.
And then he told me she was out on the floor because I caught her. As he walked in the door, the phone was ringing for him to pick it up. He walked in and said, Larry, she's out on the floor. I was like, I'm on my way right now.
So what?
We got her up, put her in her chair. I said, how you doing, honey? And she looked like she was in a daze to me. And I was like, Ron, call an ambulance. He got on his radio and called the ambulance. Because he's a fireman. He carries one of them walkie-talkies.
Wow.
You know how them firemen are.
Yeah. No, for sure. But I just, it blows my mind that this man is 47 years old, or 57 years old. He literally lives right across the yard, and he can't be there.
He's not 57 yet.
Not quite yet?
Not 57 yet.
No, I guess that'll be coming up in Halloween, right? I thought he turned 57.
He turned 56 Halloween.
Hey, Vaughn, I hear your man has a house. Just
you caught that 56? Oh, yeah, I know. Because we're the same age.
The question is, people are quite concerned. What are we going to do about saving these dogs? He seems like he'll go through animals pretty quick. He's lost a turtle, a dog.
I am going to call the dog warden and have him come and take them.
Well,
all 3 of them.
Oh, he's got 3? I thought he was down to 2.
He's got 2 outside and 1 inside.
They all keep dying. What's going on?
Him poisoning them, I don't think that's what killed them dogs. Most of them got hit by cars running out on the road.
Formerly had light worker.
I know that because a couple of the neighbors told me they had to pick these dogs up and scoot them off the side
Please
of the
let
road.
me know. You can have the dog.
Yeah, I don't know. It just seems to go through animals pretty quick. Got cats.
Well, I mean, he could be killing them. I'm not saying he's not, but I'm saying them. I know we've at least cleaned 4 off the road.
Wow.
If they got poisoned and walked in the road to get killed to keep from suffering, then that could have happened.
Well, I think it's more just
For all I know, we found them on the road.
All right, just to be clear, I don't think anyone's accusing him of purposely poisoning him. I think it's just like his children and his mom and everything else. He's just inept at being an adult and can't look after things, and they die.
He acts like he don't care about nothing but that computer, guys. That's, to me, that's all he cares about. He gets up and he gets right on the computer. Don't shower. Don't put deodorant on. Don't change clothes.
He must smell just awful.
You know what we gave him for Christmas? Deodorant.
Is the BO heavy?
Because I didn't want him left out. I didn't want him to say, well, Larry didn't get me nothing for Christmas. He don't count me as family. I did get him something. I got him deodorant.
Is he heavy?
Because he needs it. Oh, yeah, it was good deodorant. I don't use cheap shit.
Right.
I'm a 350-pound man. I sweat a lot.
So you would say Von Helton is pretty ripe with a body odor, typically. Is that something he's known for?
Yeah, the smell, yeah. Well, I didn't do no house check on him. You know, I was supposed to do a house check on him last month.
Right.
And he told me right off top, well, you can't do it right now. You got to give me some time. I'm getting someone in here to clean it. And I was like, okay, well, I'll give you a couple days. Well, a couple days went by because we have a big old flood down here.
Right.
Then we have a snowstorm come in on us.
Right.
So he's got a whole month already now to start cleaning his house. He took dishes over to his mother. He took clothing over to his mother's.
Right.
So his mother did his dishes and his clothing.
He actually got his 92-year-old mother to do the dishes in his wash.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
You want to know how bad he is? I had to pay a plumber, Joe, my cousin, $10 an hour because, you know, that's what he gets normally paid for being my laborer. To go out there, you know how you turn your head of your
$2 through Super Chat.
to right
Ask
because the other
Larry
two
if
sinks
Vaughn has any active infestations.
in your kitchen sink. Can you move the handle? Or the water spigot, they call it?
Sorry, on my kitchen sink?
I think we went dead.
Sorry, someone sent a super chat and I was paying
Yeah,
attention.
on your kitchen sink. Can you move the faucet from sink side?
Yeah.
Okay, you can move side to side on your sink.
Yeah.
You know, there's a little screw there that holds that down and keeps the water from pouring out.
Right.
Irvy's came loose.
Right.
So instead of him tightening that up, I had to pay somebody $10 to do it.
Just because he was too lazy and inept to
That's
even...
how lazy he is.
No, I believe it. I believe it. Someone was asking...
Yeah, too lazy.
Someone was asking, are you aware of any current infestations? Lice, cockroaches, possibly rats?
Have I known him to have had lice? Yes, I've heard it.
Do you know if he's currently suffering from any infestations? I see he's got gnat traps out in the middle of winter. That's kind of weird.
That I don't know.
Well, don't you think it's kind of weird to have bug traps out in the middle of winter?
Well, yeah, not down here it ain't.
I guess, but I
We got bugs all around through here.
I'm just saying the guy, he's got gnat traps out and stuff, so something's going on.
But gnat traps usually come from nasty garbage sitting around.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Banana peelings hanging around.
If you watch his live, like the live you were watching that he did this morning, that red thing that's sitting on that white box beside the fucking donuts and shit, that's a gnat trap. He was showing it off. He's got gnat traps all over his house. And he's the only one there.
The next time I'm on watching it because I was just listening to him. I didn't even watch it.
Oh, yeah, he's got gnat traps all over the place.
Because I knew he was talking shit.
That's what he does. He claims he never talks shit about anybody.
Yeah.
He's a fucking...
Yeah. I wish I could have filmed him when I went over there one day because I told him I better not catch him. I walked over there and as soon as you can hear my truck. You can hear it a half block away.
Right.
I pulled up in her driveway and he ran from his mother's house to his house.
Right.
Because he knew I was mad.
Well, Larry...
I didn't see him for about a week later.
If we could get any footage at all, it would be great footage of him moving out, receiving the notice, anything of that nature that could be got. We would love to view that. There'd be many people that would be a very happy day.
What I can do.
We do appreciate that. Now, Larry, I'm going to let you go. I appreciate you coming on. And we're just going to watch just a little bit more of Vaughn.
I'm going to watch, but I'm going to...
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, you can Go ahead. I was just gonna say I'm still gonna watch, but we won't be talking.
Yeah, there we go. We're going to hang it up. We're going to watch just a little bit more of this and wrap it up, folks. Thanks for joining. And Larry, thanks for jumping on and clearing up some things, giving us the other side of the phone call.
Hey, no problem.
All right, thank you very much, sir. I'm going to let you go. Anything else you want to say? Oh, he's gone. All right, folks, thank you very much to Cousin Larry for jumping on and giving us some clarity. It's looking like the countdown is on. The countdown is on, folks. Thanks for joining. Please thumbs up the video. Subscribe if you haven't. All right, so we got some perspective on that. Now we know what Vaughn knows. Let's move forward.
Model citizen. I do not break the law. So Larry's threat about getting me evicted is what? It's all bullshit. He can't evict me. I'm the blood heir of this estate. No judge can remove that. No judge can take my blood out of my veins and put different blood in my veins. No judge can do that. Okay? My blood is of my mother. That is my biological mother over there. I am the blood heir to this estate. And nothing is going to change that. Nothing. But now we've got Larry Frost threatening me openly. Okay? He's supposedly live too. I hope he is. Because he's just threatened me now. So Clay County, you're on notice. If he does try to evict me, I'm suing. I'm suing for billions, and I'll win. Because he just now publicly threatened me over my own fucking live show. I wish I'd have turned the speakerphone on so you could have heard him. But unfortunately, I didn't think. I wasn't thinking at the time. If he did evict me, where would you go? It doesn't matter. I'm not going anywhere. He can't evict me. Like I said, you got to have a probate judge, and then you got to prove that I've committed a felony. Well, I haven't convicted any felonies. Okay? I don't break the law. Okay? You got to tell that probate judge what law I've broken before you can evict me. And I don't break the law. It's just that simple. No, Jason, you are not banned. I still see you. Why do you think you're banned, Jason? You're not banned. I can see your comments. You're not banned, Jason. And I'm not going to ban you anyway, Jason. You've been telling the truth since you've been here. Yeah, well, I probably got if you say certain words, the comment will not show up. I did that intentionally. Trolls were coming in my room saying certain words and spamming the chat, and so I had to put those words in a thing to keep them out. But yeah, even saying I don't have freedom of speech in this country to say whatever I want. Well, I'm sorry, but I do. I got freedom of speech, man. I can say whatever the fuck I want. But these trolls get on here and lie, and he'll get on there in court and lie, and that's okay. But if I come on here and try to tell the truth, I'm just evil, Well, fuck that noise. Yeah, I shouldn't have muted. I know. Well, that's hindsight's 2020. I didn't know he was going to threaten me. I didn't even know it was going to be him, and I sure didn't know he was going to threaten me. But now that he has threatened me with eviction and physical violence, I might add. He's threatened me with physical violence and with eviction. Okay, so Clay County, you're on notice. Here live. You are now on notice. If he comes down and he serves me with eviction, or he comes down and tries to assault me physically, I will sue the fuck out of you, Clay County, for billions with a B, and I will win. I'm also sending an email right now to my attorney and telling him that Larry Frost has now formally tried to threaten me with eviction and physical harm. And so that's going out right fucking now. Okay, I got freedom of speech, folks. Okay, nobody has the right to threaten me at all, especially in the real world. So let's create a new mail to Mr. Lawyer here. Let's see. Where's my old where's my archives? But as I told you, this has been about the property. They want the property. And so what does he do? He comes up here and he threatens to evict me. Why? Because they want the fucking property, dude. That's what they want. They want the property. The property is worth millions of dollars and they want it. All right, email sent. I have just now been threatened with physical harm and eviction by Larry Frost. He claims to have power of attorney. Email sent. There we go. Email sent. So now let's see what my attorney has to say.
I was going to say, why the hell are you sending me this shit? I told you to stop calling me, contacting me.
Vaughn, they've made so many outrageous claims about you. I find it hard to believe. Maybe you're not the
Bum_number_1 donated $1. People should troll Vaughn into thinking he has to live stream all his calls so he can record the naysayers for evidence.
Yeah, that'd be funny as fuck. Watch a little more of this, folks.
But I don't think you're as bad as they claim. Well, welcome to reality, because I'm not. Dude, if half of what they said was true, I'd be in federal prison. Do I look like I'm in federal prison to you? No. Okay, so obviously they're full of shit, right? Yeah, I'm an old fucker. What can I say? What can I say? Yeah, let's review. They claimed me of beating my wife. They've claimed I abused my children. They claimed I'm a murderer. They claimed I'm a deadbeat dad. They claimed all these claims. Most of these claims I would be in federal prison for, guys. Am I in federal prison? No. I don't have a criminal record. Okay, I'm a model citizen. I don't have a criminal record. And I'm allowed to say whatever the fuck I want. It's called freedom of speech. And if Larry doesn't like it, tough shit. When the police come out here and try to evict me for speaking my own mind and saying what I want to say, sorry, that's not a reasonable reason to evict me.
Funny how free speech works in Von Helton's world, depending on what side he's standing on of the argument. I know a few people have noticed that, but isn't that interesting?
And like I said, you got to go through a probate judge any fucking way. Good luck with that. Because the first thing the probate judge is going to say, okay, what federal crime has he committed? Oh, he hasn't committed a federal crime. Duh. Yeah, well, I like I said, I shouldn't have muted. I should have let you all heard the conversation. But I didn't know he was going to fucking threaten me, I didn't know he was going to threaten me. I had no idea. But that's okay. I just shot off an email to my attorney. So now my attorney knows that he's threatened me and that he's wanting to evict me off the property. So now my attorney is aware of it. So, there we go. So the person that'll be going to jail will probably be him. All right. You don't threaten somebody. Okay. Especially when they're live. Holy fuck. I'm sitting here in a live show and he threatens me on a live show. Fuck. Did Larry give you a time and date as to when he's going to evict you? No, he didn't, but it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. The fact that he did so is all that matters. Well, that calling the, as I've already shown, calling the cops don't do shit. The cops don't give a fuck. Do the cops know that Larry has no right to my mother's SSI? Of course they do. But see, it's all ordered of a crooked judge. And because a crooked judge ordered it, there's nothing they can do. There's nothing the cops can do about that. Not a thing. No, I ain't going to be out in 30 days. Holy fuck. Like I said, they have to have a reason. I have to be guilty of a federal offense. Am I guilty of a federal offense, guys? No. So am I going to get evicted? No. Is a probate judge going to award anything? No. I'm not going anywhere. This is my property. I am the blood heir of the estate. He cannot take the blood out of my veins. Okay? Nobody can. No judge can. No lawyer can. This is my property by blood. And in the state of Kentucky, the property goes to the blood heir first. That's why they're all pissed off, see? They're not blood to my mother. They're a distant relative, and that's all they are. Distant relative. And that even that's possibly in question. But they're not blood to my mother at all. Supposedly, according to the bank manager, Larry went up to the bank and claimed that my mother was his grandma. That's on record. That's on bank records, folks. He claimed to be my mother's grandma.
Bank's records. They got it on record at the bank, folks.
Well, exactly, Jason. Like I said, if he wants to evict me off of my property, he's going to have to go through a probate judge. And no probate judge is going to award him anything. He has to prove I've committed a federal offense. Well, I haven't committed a federal offense. Sucks to be him. So no, he's not evicting me off my property. He can threaten all he wants, but he's not evicting me off my property. Sorry. And the police are going to laugh at his ass anyway because the police know that you have to go through a probate judge. Any moron knows that you have to go through a probate judge to do shit like that. And I'm not guilty of a federal crime. I'm not even guilty of a state crime, let alone a federal crime. Well, that's true. The trolls took your income by taking the little ones. And like I said, James Frost went up to the bank, cleaned out my mother's bank account. He went into her house, took all the money out of her closet. And that money all belonged to me. That was my inheritance money. All right. He took every bit of it, every dime of it. $6.5 million, folks, of my money. That's my money. It doesn't belong to Jim Frost, Larry Frost, or any other Frost. That's my money. That was my inheritance money. And they took it, and they not only took it and stole it, but they've spent it like water, too. They've spent it like water. Will your mom move back to Ohio? I don't know. I don't know what mom's planning to do. Don't care. That's between mom and whoever. It's not my problem. Is mom still in control of the property? No. In 2006, mom relinquished power of attorney. Now, normally, she would have relinquished power of attorney over daddy's affairs. But her and dad went to Clay M's office and made everything one big pile. So when she relinquished power of attorney in 2006, she relinquished power of attorney over everything. Not just daddy's stuff. She relinquished power over everything. So by law, by Kentucky state law, it goes to the blood heir. Well, who is that? That's me. I'm the blood heir to my mother. Okay, so everything becomes mine. Now, he can have power of attorney all he wants. He can even have executorship all he wants. But it's still not going to evict me because I'm the blood heir to this property. And there's not a damn thing him or James Arnold Frost can do about it. Not a damn thing. There's nothing they can do. Short of killing me. Now, if they attempt to kill me, well, then they go to jail for murder, don't they? Or attempted murder. You know, that's the only way. They're not going to remove the blood out of my veins. It's not going to be changed. Sorry. That is my biological mother sitting over there. Period. End of story. That's just the facts. Okay? They can get mad all they want. I don't give a fuck.
Mama wants you out. Mama said throw you out.
Well, see, that's the funny thing about it. Supposedly, the POA was relinquished. Power of attorney was supposedly relinquished by James Arnold Frost. So how then could Larry have gotten it without going through court to get it? Now, he claims that that district judge gave him power of attorney, but I don't remember hearing that in court. She gave him control over my mother's SSI money, but she never gave him power of attorney over the property. I don't remember the judge saying that. I don't remember it. Sorry. But he claims he has executorship now. He claims he has power of attorney now. And that just never happened in that courtroom to the best of my knowledge. The only thing that happened in the courtroom is that he was given power over my mother's SSI money for some stupid reason. How much is my rent? I don't pay rent.
Exactly.
This is my property.
You're
I don't pay rent.
Gone, Vaughn.
Why would I pay rent on my own property?
Vaughn the leprechaun. A couple more days, he might be gone.
My mother is still alive, but she relinquished power of attorney, bro. And when she relinquished power of attorney, she relinquished power of attorney over everything. That truck sitting out there, the property, any monetary gains, lawn equipment, whatever. It all comes to the biological heir, which is me.
No.
I am her son.
Not if she has a will or if she's actually appointed someone else. I mean, this nonsense that there's some fucking special Kentucky common law that fucking VONHELTON can supersede any fucking legal decision made by his mother to take her stuff before she's even dead, keep in mind, is just absolutely insane and ludicrous. Just a couple more minutes to wrap this up, folks.
Nothing is going to change that fact.
I think we might have a powwow in Discord about this.
But if he does call the police out here, the police are going to laugh when they find out why. Because he can't call the police over me getting on here and telling the truth, okay? The police are not going to arrest me for coming on here and telling my version of the story. They're just not. That is my freedom of speech, okay? I'm entitled to say my version of what's going down. And ironically, what I'm saying is the truth. And that's why they're upset. That's why they're mad, you know? Well, let them get mad. I don't give a shit. They can get mad all they want. I'm entitled to my freedom of speech. I'm entitled to say what's really going on here in Clay County. And if they don't like it, tough shit. Tough shit.
Isn't that interesting, folks? Isn't that interesting? Well, you know what? I know he's probably going to say something just idiotic any second, but we can go through this. And again, remember, Ms. Parker is towards the end, and she did an interview with Vaughn, which I haven't got to check out yet, so we want to check that out, folks. I want to thank you all for joining me this evening. I think this is feeling just like about the right time to wrap it all up. Thank you again, Larry. Thank you, Sean, also for reaching out to me. Folks, if you want to join us over at Discord, that's where it's going to be slapping. That's what's going to be happening. So you can check us out over there if you want. Other than that, I don't really know what else to say, folks, other than just, we got a couple things coming up here to keep our eye open for. Keep your ear to the ground. I'm still planning on doing the Thursday night shindig, 11 p.m. Weirdo Wonderland. We'll scrape some stuff together. Oh, we still got some stuff to go through. Until next time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.